Welcome back to my Pillar of Eternity Let Play series. This is episode 18. The plan for this episode for me is to do running around and doing side quests within the city. I don't necessarily want to do the main quests in the area yet. What does sun give me want? A second draw up beside you, her fox following her heel, and take a seat next to you.
Even if you are putting one over on me, it's nice to have a hunting party again.
Let's see, what is the best option here? You have been searching for Polsak for 5 years.
5 years for me. Must be 30-something for Ichima.
That must be exhausting.
It's been a long hunt. A long time away from my family. Before, I'd crossed the tundra of Nasitok following caribou herds. I didn't want to leave Kalu and our children, but I was eager to visit lands my people rarely do. But 5 years without finding him. It's like 2 hours of necking. I'm ready to be done with it.
Oh, why do you have to find Bertok?
Soul recovery is an old village tradition. We call it the Tarnek Ilitsak. Once in a generation, we seek the soul of a much respected and long dead village elder. We tell him what's changed in the village, how people remember him. The only other Tarnek Ilitsak during my lifetime happened when I was a girl, not long after Persak died. We feasted on blubber and fermented milk for a week, and we honored the chosen huntress as a hero. Then she left, and we returned to our duties. We still sang her name to the skies during festival season, but we otherwise didn't speak of her.
I'm sure your village will remember. I'm sure your village still remember you, Sank. You're kind to say so, but I'm not so fragile that I'm stranded in the walls.
It's not being forgotten by my village that troubles me. But sometimes I wonder how my husband and children remember me, if they think of me often.
Returning to them is what matters. Both practical and true.
Still, there's no point in dwelling on it. More often I find myself wondering whether Persak will remember us. You claim to see souls. What do you think? Do you remember your past lives?
Yes, in fragments only. She leans a hair breadth closer. Really, what's that like? Let's see, what is the best answer? I have been learning a lot about myself.
Good things, I hope. Maybe Persak will be the same way. Would make my job of telling him about the village a lot easier.
What would you tell him about it?
Masuk is probably much the same as it was 100 years ago. We live between tundra and frozen forests, and the land takes as much as it gives. But our hardships bring us together. And the elders truly unite us. They keep the stories of past generations, and they guide us from season to season, through good years and lean.
Igmak brushes against her hip, and she scratches his head. Recently there have been a lot of good years. My aunt said we had fewer classes with neighboring villages thanks to the hunting territory that Prozac helped establish. In bad years we rely on trade with merchants that pass our shores. We exchange walls, tusk, and seal coats For agreeing that last us the hard winter. Prospect brokered a lot of these agreements too. She hold up a bare figure. He got this from one of the Amuriway ships that used to trade with us. It sounds like Prospect did a lot for the people.
That's what I'm supposed to remind him.
Sound like you're on a hunt of your own, though. You're feeling the thrill of the chase, or are you ready for this to be over? Let's see, what is the best answer? I enjoy the adventure. Every day brings something new. Aristocrat. That's very refreshing to hear, especially from those who didn't grow up in a camp. She rises and stretches, looking around. Might as well keep moving while we got some daylight. I let go.
Of course.
It is nice talking
Yes?
to the party members, but it's not going to help with the plotline much. Unless if it does.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
I'm looking for work.
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Okay, where is Osric? Oh, there, Osric.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up! If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off!
I am looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenham. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Oh, I see. You don't like those people. I didn't like them either. We have that in common. Although he sizes you up, I do have something I need done. Something that requires... He glances sidelong at a venture, flailing away hopelessly out of done. Competence. Look like you have your day filled with these incompetent people. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
What's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
I'll see what I can do.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andra's gift, right after being soul-scanned by a cipher in Dunreed Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me.
Having his soul lineage freed?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Son snatches the back of her neck. If generation of Muslim tradition are any indication, Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, the paths like that have to count for something. Oh, I have a feeling this quiz is going to be fun. Let's see. Oh, I have have to go to the Temple District. I would like to do the other let's see, I have to go towards the center of the city. Oh, fire. First fire. Yeah, it's this way. The city? Just from the one merchant that I talked to in the middle of the town, I have a feeling that the equipment is going to be expensive, but it's going to be good. If I can get the coin together for it. Oh, what is the status on my castle vacation? Oh, 12 days and 9 hours. Okay, who do I have to talk to in this area? Also a trainer, expansion hall. Crucible. Embassy Palace. Ah, so this is the temple that the person at the Daria Fortress mentioned.
Yes?
Some of these characters' background make me want to know more about them. The loading screen, it does take a bit of time when you're loading the game first. Justikar Admar.
Hail and well met.
Admar gave you a praising eye, judging by the scars of his face. He's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day we get more from him and pointing to different spec, keeping us busy on the watch. It does. You look like you recently arrived the city yourself. That is a very good point that you said. What's going on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights. Hotel is where we store arm and armor, as well as many other soldiers' bunk. Our commander lives in the back making planning. As usual, he scratches a scar cheek. You find the forge at the west end of the building along our master smith just there. There are also a shrine to go if you're the same type. You are being quite forward to helping me out. Let's see if I can talk to the blacksmiths to see if I can get a plate made.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Show him the pieces. That's a fine blade indeed. He holds one fragment in a handle. look Adrian. Special made. Must have been commissioned for a champion of some sort. A sword of this caliber would have had a specially designed hilt too. It would be a shame to craft anything else onto it, and besides, it will bound it best with the original pieces. You find the rest of it, and I will forge it for you. What do you do?
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
That put a bit of a hindrance for my plan. There's the bunks. This is the office. Oh, let's see the author. I'll probably find him in here, maybe. Maybe I will have luck in here. Okay, a training. Wow. Just a car. I'm actually curious what these NPCs would be thinking. Seeing a group like mine walking around. A temple. The officer must be up in here. This looks like a officer's
We
room.
just don't have the manpower.
Commander Cleveland. Let's see, maybe I have to go across to get the plate.
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
From what I've seen in the city, it looked like so. Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. He gave you a zen smile. Always refreshing to meet someone who rather fix a problem than complain about it. Yes, that's me and my group. Forge Master Dustin is working with the Animancy Scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights, warriors that patrol streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitators will welcome them. We don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He constructed the armor, but we need these scholar research. Unfortunately, she haven't been around the last few times. My novelties have checked. Vienna lived with the rest of the scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare the moment. Go to the Scrivener dormitory, see if you can find him. When you get the research, just bring it to Donson. This is his area of expertise. Once you brought him the research, you can sell any arm or armor you have. You can sell any arm or armor if you have need. He forge and repair all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiant Bay. That's cool. A chant. Do I have any resolve? I have some. Wow, crafting some of these items is quite expensive. Oh, I don't have the carbon gold yet. Time to go to the entrance. Alice was helping the Night Order here. They'll increase my reputation.
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Yes,
Can I pet him anyway?
it's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
Oh, you want to? Have fun getting your hand bit off while I carry you to the local priest to get your hand thrown on. Edgar, you want to talk to me? How sweet.
Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
Well, knights do follow nobility, Edgar, to a certain extent. I know some soldiers who got recruited by knights after the war was over. They told me about it. They got these young kids in there, and they tell them about blacksmithing, and about the revolution, and about tradition. Talk about Golem like he created a crucible knight in his forge to go in when Drywood independence. Then they joined, and it turned out all any those knights ever talked about is when are we going to get recognized as real knighthood? When are we getting our titles in our land? The High Justice wants to be in our say it Abaddon will. He got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he waited before he started a war over it, saying Abaddon taught him to. Yeah, Edgar, apparently getting a certain title in life changes how you see things, and you are as a person as well. What is the best answer? It seems like some other members do still take their ideas seriously. You see, it was older knights, some of them. They were taught differently. I fear for them, seeing all that slowly wearing away around them. There's nothing to be done because the wrong people are in charge. Shame they don't have better people leading them.
I'm here.
Eder, are you trying to point something out? Copper Lane. Oh, there's Copper Lane. Okay, this person lived in the dormitory. Now where are the dormitories? That's the dormitories. I definitely like Eder so far. Okay, Vienna. Vienna. That sounds like a female's name. Corn. I don't see this person in here. Maybe I should ask him.
Good day, stranger.
I will hide his face. Here are one short order. But why are you doing? And how are you getting the ducks to keep flying around like that? I'm not an uncle. He cautiously reaches his hand towards you and pull back. Better not. Ducks are poisonous. Where are you from? I'm looking for Vienna. I like Vienna. I was right. It was a woman name. She always talking about middlemen, which is strange since I'm pretty sure she doesn't eat snowcat. I think Karn head is not on right. His brow wrinkles. I don't talk about middlemen. And I do eat snowcap, huh? Anyway, she's not here right now. I got into that point already before coming to you. Flew away on your gift to meet her friend, Bessa, not Salacia. Yes, Salacia. Salacia is a friend she got to me, an Audra gift. In a house, in a house, not a boat, not a empty house. Audra gift have a lot of boats. We should go rowing sometime. Sure. Bye. Now, where is that house located? Oh, it's by the waterway. For a city, the gift. Oh, I am a bit of a fair way from leveling up.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
Oh, that is something interesting that you said. I know that Vienna. At the end of a northern empty house, northern end of the district. Ramshackle. Oh, this looked like a important building. I should check it out sometime in the future. And another soul. Probably. Someone got mugged. Oh, this all in more part. I can travel down there? Cool. Where did that noble go? Probably got up in fleas somewhere. A young boy corpse lies at your feet, half covered in dirt and seaweed. His hands have stiffened around the dagger. A soul lingered nearby. Something confused and lost in the seaside fog. Reach toward the soul. As you reach for the soul, it lashes out. Glowing mist strikes at the air around you. The soul can't touch you, but you feel it burn with a feeble, uncontrollable rage. I should probably calm the person down first. It's okay, I'm here to help you. I like the dialogue option. You could go 3 or more different paths, but will potentially get the same result. It's sort of like playing Mass Effect or Dragon Age. Most of the time, the same action lead to the same result. It's okay, I'm here to help you. Zisol flickers, it ripples toward you, dimly at first as it twirls around you. You experience wonder, fear, and joy running between the ship at noon. With a jolt, it pulls you into the street around the salty man. Women with painted faces weaved between men stumbling and out of the lamplight. Father gone in for a drink, just like always. He said he'd only be a few minutes, but it'd been hours. The man guarding the door only laughed when you tried to explain this. Understandable. how the guard can come to this. There always a back door in the alley. Two men have cornered a woman. Her cheeks are streaked with tears. She backed against the wall and looking away. They're inching closer. You step forward. The man barely acknowledges you, but the woman looks at you. A plea in her eye. You see the look in abused strays in your hollow-bone sister. Is that time? A knife is in the slug belt. It's in your hand. And now in his side. You're small and fast, but not fast enough. Fingers bite into your arm, and a muddy wound sails toward your face. Then everything is muffled by cold, brackish water. The soul retreats from you. It pulses with a question. I should be a good person and tell him this. You did a brave thing. The gods will reward you in the next life. Darren's soul absorbs this thought and ebb in the ocean mist around the dock. Senga draws up next to you. You're alright. Look almost like you lost your footing for a minute. What would be the best option here? Feel that way when I see it yet. You already watch, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually such individual become elder or a lone set of tracks in the snow. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I am not sure. My abilities are a blessing. Believe it or not, I would have rejoiced to know I be picked to travel far in search of something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I met a real watcher before. Don't worry about him. He just like doing that from time to time. Seemed to cheer him up, so I just let him. Oh, thank you, Edgar. Once you've seen me a few times, the shock wears off. Every time he goes a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. Cannot grunts. It hasn't worked so far. See if you can get him to tell you what the sphere said. The young boy corpse lies at your feet, half covered in dirt and seaweed. His hand stiffened around it, a dagger. A soul thing lingered nearby, something confused and lost. Confused and lost in the seaside fog. The spirit have gone away, so it's probably safe to take the dagger. The small hands are getting dead, but you pry the dagger free. It looked too large and too expensive to have belonged to him. The letter B is carved into the pommel. What is this? Oh, this is a life biography. Cool. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to do now. I get sidetracked easily in this game. A bandit house. Refugee. Attic, and attic. Mates or something. Where was this? Oh, here the spell. Oh, this is the other bandit house. Oh, this looked like a smith's home or something. A Dodd winner. As you enter the room, you see several figures huddled together. They stand at attention, armed but not in match gear. Like the Crucible Knights at the center of the group, one woman looms over another. Holding a flail, she snarls at the cowering figure. You got pages research here. You expect me to believe this was your scratch work? It's nothing, I promise, just my notes. You hear a painful smack at the woman, backhands her captive. We know you are meeting with a Crucible Knight. You think they're the only one with power in the city? They call us the Dozen for a reason. Now, I won't ask you again. This is very typical of people like people, but I'm going to intervene. Leave her alone. She raises a flare and rushes at you.
Brave Dalfi.
Yes? It's not working!
I need you to finish
Not working.
them off. I find the tactics are very important. Ouch. You're going to pay for that? That is not working, Chris. That didn't last long. Vienna's face is covered in bruises and her eyes are wide with a shock of relief. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Rapid itching breath puncture her wounds. I was sure they were going to kill me. She wipes a tear from her cheek, wincing as her knuckle grazes a bruise. What happened here? I thought I was coming here to meet my friend from the Republics. It looked like I walked into a trap. The Devon must have been watching me for a while. I've been working on a special project for the Crucible Knight, and they weren't exactly settled about contacting me about this project. Ideal was a rather rare branch of Amaranth. No offense, but I probably shouldn't get too specific without Commander's clever permission. He commissioned it after all. And you can see the trouble a little discretion have gotten me into. Let's get out of here. Commander Craven of the Republic of the Crucible Knight is waiting on my research. Not that you haven't already done a lot for me, but maybe you could take it to him. I kept it with me to prevent it from falling into the wrong hand, but you can see how well that worked out. She nods at Dodway Rana. Corpse, she took it from me when I arrived. She takes a deep breath. Anyhow, don't wait on me. I can make my way out of here.
Yes?
This is Karma.
Of course.
And what usable gear do they have? Shield should go to Ender. And let's compare the flare to this. Who else would use a weapon like this? I can just put all this item into the bag here and sell it. Time to go back to the Night Order and return this. What is the status of the queue? 4 days, 3 hours. I should check out the Brackenberry sometime in the future. I haven't been playing this game long, but game so far? I can see this game taking a while for me to beat. I like that. I like games that actually take a long time to beat. Just like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Those two games took me a good while to beat. After giving the Knight Commander heal the notes, it's a good point to end this episode. Have you found that variant yet? Justin needs her research. I got Vienna notes. He nods. Well done. Bring them to Justin at once. When you finish, I may have more work for you. May? That sounds like you do. I think this is what you've been looking for.
That's what Cleaver's been looking for anyway. If you found it, I guess I've got to start.
You don't sound too happy about this. I'm not, and I made it clear that this is a mistake. Trying to harness souls like this, it's a crime an agent got, and it bounds to earn us more trouble than it's safe. But Cleaver gave me his orders, so I got to build these things as best I can. In a way, Cleaver told me to sell you any arms and armor you want. You won't find better anywhere in Divine Bay. I can promise you that.
Now, time to see if that Valian was worth all that blood and copper.
Making armored knights like that sounds useful in the long term.
I'll be damned. To be honest, even I wasn't expecting it to work this well. Back to it. Cleaver will want me to finish the rest of them. It sounded like he has a job for you, too.
Most likely he does, friend. Let's see what you have. Fine equipment. Oh, this is good armor here. It's very costly though, so I should save up my money and come to here first if I'm going to be buying equipment from him. And what useful? This is not much. Well, that is cool, Forge Knight. What event happened? Taxes collected. Loss I lost money? That's not good. Reward, minor items. Oh, I can assign people. That is a first. I didn't know at the level my stronghold was. Bandits were attacking it. I have to get better defenses set up soon. In the next episode, I will continue working for the Knight Commander here. See you then.